This video will continue on the concentric zones of the Earth. We'll talk about the mantle, also known as the mesosphere. So this is the layer below the crust. As we've already discussed the crust on our past video, it is composed of iron and manganese. So they are the composition of mantle. It lies between the crust and the core. So this is the between layer between the crust and the core. The layer which separates the crust and the mantle is called morphic discontinuity. So that layer that is separating the crust and the mantle, if we see to the diagram, the layer that is between the upper mantle and the crust, there is a layer between the crust and the upper mantle that is called morphic discontinuity. The mantle is made up of very dense and hot igneous rocks found in semi-liquid states. So in this layer we will see those hot igneous rocks, and various volcanic activities may happen in this part. It is divided into two mainly parts, the upper and the lower mantle. The upper mantle is rigid and combines with crust to form a layer called the lithosphere. So lithosphere is the upper layer that is made of the upper mantle and the crust. And below the upper mantle there is a layer called the asthenosphere. This asthenosphere is the layer that makes up the lower mantle and the core. So that's all about the mantle. Then we have the core. So this is the innermost layer of the Earth, is composed of nickel and iron. The core, as can be said, is divided into the outer and the inner one. Its diameter is approximately to 2,500 to 2,700 km, and its temperature is about 5,500 degrees Celsius. So it's very hot in the core. So this is the main part and is the center of the Earth. So let's extend our discussion to the characteristics of the Earth's mantle, the core, and the crust. The variations in the characteristics of the three interior zones of the Earth are the result of temperature and pressure as they increase from the surface to the center of the Earth. So the characteristics of the crust, mantle, and the core is shown by the variation of temperature and pressure. The temperature and pressure increases as you go down to the interior of the Earth. So the temperature on the crust is lower, but when you reach the mantle, the temperature becomes higher. When you reach the core, the temperature is the highest. The factors which accounts for such variations include the pressure on the underlying materials. It could be the pressure on the underlying materials, weight of the underlying materials, and the radioactive or magma movement and heat generated during the formation of the Earth. So these are the factors which lead to such variations, which are mainly making the characteristics of these three concentric zones of the Earth. So that's all, guys. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, you can share it in the comment. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to anyone who in need of this video. So thank you.